we have been hearing in recent times of an amazing concept in digital television that is becoming hugely popular. We speak, of course, of a very popular and very, very special channel called Rural TV. Now, the man that has made this possible, we are absolutely thrilled and delighted to be joined by that very man here in his own studio here in his office here in Cork. It's the one and only Hugh O Brien. Hello, Hugh.
Hello, Sean, and well, you're very, very welcome here, along with your crew up here today.
Thank you very much indeed, Hugh, and we're absolutely thrilled to be here. And I must say, as we're going to talk especially about Rural TV.
Well, Rural TV, we have a show going on Rural TV 6 times a week called Hot Country, and it's very, very, very successful indeed. We have just over 500,000 viewers at this stage. But that came about kind of more or less during our trips in Asheville, where we found that the Irish material and Irish artists, they're very, very popular all over the world. And there is really, I suppose, no other platform that they can showcase their material bar on Hot Country. So we do a good mix of Irish material and American material, which of course again is very, very popular. But we also give the maybe the one-man, the two-man band, the three-man bands an equal chance also. So we've had a number of those on also and get great reaction to it.
You know what I find even very interesting? The ads that promoting the different Irish singers and the promotional cruises and so on. They themselves are quite interesting.
Again, it's get featuring Irish material and Irish artists, and you know, our show Hot Country is very, very popular in Scotland in particular and Northern Ireland. But before Christmas there, I had a call from Isla Grant, who would be featured on the show on a fairly regular basis, and she was very, very pleased with the reaction and the response she gets back each time she appears on the show. So,
and in a very recent programme you did a super interview with our very great friend from Northern Ireland, who has his very own radio show. We speak, of course, of
Hugo Duncan, again very popular man up there, and a man that's definitely responsible for keeping country music alive up around Ireland, Northern Ireland in particular. He would have his own show from 1:30 to 3 o'clock every day on BBC Radio Ulster and again in BBC Radio File on a Sunday. So again, he was very, very popular. And you know, it all helps to bring the message out there. But the idea is to platform Irish material right throughout Europe, and we are doing that. And we're going into the United States in March and going into Australia with this series going on in April. So again, that's going to be particularly Australia. Particularly Australia is a huge market for country music.
But there we're talking global television. Absolutely global television when this is emerging in that manner. Hugh, just to give us some idea, what's involved in the making of let's say, one Hot Country programme on a weekly basis? Just take us from the very start until the actual transmission.
Well, there's a lot of background work involved, all right, and Leo Fitzgerald and Mick Fitzgerald, they really give a lot of help, particularly in the earlier stage, you know, to get it off the ground and get it right. A lot of technicality involved with having the sound balances right, the sound levels right, you know, to get the picture quality up to standard. That is broadcast quality. You know, we do a lot of interviews, links, studio, virtual studio backgrounds, and you know, you have
two key female personalities that are actually linking the different. They are, of course.
One is Zina Al Nazar, is her name. She's from Bantry in County Cork, or her parents will be from Bantry in County Cork, and she's now in Abu Dhabi. She's actually a barrister in Dublin, and her mother would have married her father from Abu Dhabi, and they're back and forth on a regular basis. He's a doctor out there, and she's working in Dublin, but she's from Bantry originally. And the other girl, of course, would be Noreen Fitzgerald. Noreen Fitzgerald happens to be Leo Fitzgerald's wife. And Noreen is very, very popular. Her piece, Hot Country News, is very popular all over.
And where do they actually do this anchoring?
Well, we do the anchoring in the studio, and you know, we do the
in Knocknagree.
In Knocknagree, yeah, and we do the studio down there, and you know, push it onto AVI files and do it from there. Do the mastering information.
So you send a very professional disc then right over to England, or where does it go?
Oh yeah, we send the tape over to Sky, to Sky, and I mean once it meets their criteria, which is about a A4 page of criteria that it has to meet, and as I say, Leo Fitzgerald is really the man that was responsible to make sure that it meets all that. You know, even from the start-off clock, the clock has to be right, and if that's not right, everything else is wrong. So, you know, there's a lot of small technicalities involved. Really, the filming is kind of the easiest part of it, yes. You know. But then that goes over, and that's broadcast from there 6 times a week. And
yes. And of course, one of the very first times is it's at 4 p.m. on the Monday, and then followed by a very popular time, 10 p.m. on the Monday. But very interestingly.
Yes, right, and it's as I say 6 times a week. But interestingly, the 4 a.m. slot on the Tuesday morning.
No, that's the 4 a.m. slot.
Very, very popular, particularly in the UK, because I can get the actual stats from Sky. I mean, it goes out on Sky 279. It also goes out on FreeSat 403, and it goes out on free to air. Now, they're 3 different systems. Now, the free to air.
Repeat those so that William will have these on our screen for us.
Sky 279 is kind of easy to follow.
279?
Yeah, and FreeSat 403 in the UK again is easy to follow. But a very, very popular system in Ireland, and getting more popular throughout Europe, is a dish called free to air, simply a free to air dish. Yes. That means that it's a once-off payment for the dish. Mm-hmm. You have something like 700 channels on the dish, mm-hmm. and Sky and rural TV as a part of that. So people will have to just find the rural TV and save it onto whatever channel they want. But that's a very, very popular channel, and getting more and more popular as the weeks go by, particularly all over Europe now. I would get a lot of contact. I'd get about 500 emails a week.
500 emails?
Yeah, week. Well, the first week we got something, the first couple of shows we got something like 1,000 emails. But a lot of those would be from Germany, Sweden, Spain, you know, that area there. I mean, country music is hugely popular in Norway, Sweden, Germany in particular.
And of course, the artists that perform, like we, this week now, for example, you the wonderful new artists there, appearing for the first time on rural television, Crystal Swing.
That's right.
Like that's the feedback that you must be getting from the artists alone.
Yeah, well, Crystal Swing are new. They'd be very popular around, I suppose, the Cork and the Cork County area, but certainly wouldn't be known anywhere outside of that, I suppose, really. But
they are wonderful.
Absolutely great. They're a family, mother and a daughter and a son, and they're a great stage presence, great, you know, really lively on stage, and they got great reaction to their song now, and I can predict that they will do quite well.
Here we go with Don't Wanna Talk.